Checkbox. This is episode 2. All right, and you guys already know who I'm accompanied by, but let me just fix something real quick. Last episode, we didn't have the introductions because that wasn't the planned first episode. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, nah.
Right. So
We got some training wheels.
yeah. Hey, listen,
This is dumb.
Yeah.
it's a learn and go kind of thing. So I'm gonna just do a brief introduction real quick. As some of you may know, my name is Chec. All right, I just recently graduated from College of Mount St. Vincent with a BA in Communication. I'm currently a barber at Level Up Grooming Studio, 168th Street and 3rd Avenue, located in the South Bronx. So for anybody who needs a good haircut or a nice facial, we're a grooming studio at the end of the day. We do not groom just men, so come holler at me. You already know. I'm going to pass it off to my left, my guy HP. Give us a little blur about yourself.
Yo, it's HP. From Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Went to school with this bum ass nigga Chec. He was my roommate, unfortunately. Senior year. Now it's my guy. Yeah, man. Y'all get to know me as time goes on. And yeah.
Attaboy. My name is Alec. 24 years old, just turned. From the Bronx, Soundview. I'm the guy that's gonna bring a little bit of like the science background, like some philosophy, and apply that to all the topics that we discuss in here, and just have some great conversation. That's what we're here for. I graduated my BS in biology. I'm heading for my master's in biochemistry, and hopefully we get a PhD out of this soon. So that's gonna be my goal for this 2019. Yeah, so we're gonna pass this off to my boy Kenneth over here. Let's get your intro, bro.
What's going on, guys? My name is Kenneth. I'm a 23-year-old math major at Mercy College. I'm an aspiring programmer / content creator, and I'm lucky to be here on the Checkbox as a regular guest.
Word, you already know. You're a co-host, man. You're not a guest.
Co-host, yeah,
All three of you
try
guys
to
are
be humble.
co-hosts.
Yeah, dude.
No need to be humble, man. Keep it a fucking stack. I forgot to mention that I'm from the Bronx as well. You already know what the fuck it is, baby.
Boy,
Out here, man. Out here. All right, guys. So, last episode we spoke about Christmas. That was in the year 2018.
Yes, it was.
Let's talk about our New Year's very, very quick. Alex, start us off, man.
dude, New Year's was the New Year, the Happy New Year. I'm very thinking about like the whole Happy New Year's thing, dude. It's not fucking New Year's, bro. It's New Year. Yeah, fuck it. No, it was awesome, bro. I mean, we had you guys over here, minus HP, this bum ass nigga.
Yeah.
It's alright, bro. It's alright. But we had a great time.
Awesome time.
Drinks flowing all night, and just love. That's how, dude. I started my year. I started 2018. Pretty okay, and I ended it actually a lot better than I thought I would. To be honest, it was a crazy year. Crazy year, man.
Relate.
I'm happy that we all evolved through this year, and we'll get to that. But yeah, how was it for you, Chec?
My New Year's is pretty dope, bro. My New Year is pretty dope.
Yeah.
I spent it with my family. It was very different. It was cool. My sister
very
wasn't
different.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister wasn't there, so I missed her. You feel me? And then I pulled up to Alex. Pulled up to your crib, Alec. We got a little litty here. I actually bought a whole bottle of Douce. I had one cup, and that was it. I was a little pissed off at that.
That was it?
I literally had one cup, and the
how did
bottle
that
was
happen?
Bro, I walked away for like 15 minutes. I come back, the whole bottle's empty.
Because I had one myself.
I'm popping off.
That's what I'm saying. I kind of want to.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
OD.
I mean, you pussy for even letting that happen.
Bro, honestly, I feel pussy because like how I'm in the same vicinity and you finish my bottle, not even in front of me at that.
That's crazy.
I type on the fight, right? You feel me? Like, son, blowing my.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. HP, talk to us about your New Year, bro.
It was alright, man. It was alright. I was chilling. So yeah, usually every year niggas pull up to Alex shit, but it ain't go down like that this year. Supposed to go to some shit in Brooklyn with some of my boys. And yeah, that didn't go as planned. So nigga shit was regular. Nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? Same shit, different day.
I hear that.
You hear me?
Man. New Year, tell us about it. What's
I
up?
mean, as you know, I spent most of it with you. I mean, pretty much all of it with you. I got a haircut at Level Up Grooming Studio, located in the South Bronx. But yeah, I mean, I spent it the same way I did for the last, 2 or 3 years. I mean, yeah, I spent it at your aunt's house and then, came over to Alex's house. And we have a good time like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a great time. It's always great vibes. I mean, it's corny shit to say, but it's always
Never corny,
it's always
bro.
fun.
Never corny, man. It's real, man.
Yeah, it is really right. But yeah, I mean, you know, the new year was great, as it always is.
Absolutely, man. I'm gonna have to second that. And gentlemen, you know, we spoke about our new year.
Yep.
Let's talk very brief about our overall aspect and just lesson learned from 2018. Perp, let's start with you.
Yeah.
Lesson learned from 2018. You know, son, there was plenty. I think number one, very important lesson that I learned was definitely just learn how to trust yourself.
Yep.
Learn how to do what you want to do, and by that I mean just learn how to learn how to trust yourself. Learn how to make your own decisions. Just don't be afraid to fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
Start learning how to own. You know what I'm saying? Fuck up on purpose and just so you can own that shit. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Use
What's
yourself
that
as an
purpose,
experiment.
Yeah,
you
facts.
know?
You feel me? Just
Yeah.
have fun being you.
Yep.
Be you. Don't be scared to be you. No matter where you're from. You feel me? You don't have to be a product of your environment.
You don't.
You don't have to be, and then you know what I'm saying. But that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, man, be you. Don't be afraid to be you. Yeah, fuck all that. You feel me? Facts.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, I completely agree with that. You know, I was never afraid to be me. You know, it was always a struggle to feel as if what I wanted to do was acceptable, you know, for everyone else. Like, I'm very big on honesty, and I love honesty and stuff. And this year is one of those years that I felt like being true to myself and being honest and being one of those people actually fell to my disadvantage. And you know, maybe it's not because, and it's not, and I refuse to believe that, you know, being honest is one of those things that we should compromise. You know, I feel like honesty is always should be at the forefront of things. But you know, I feel that this year had taught me that just maybe you're not around the right people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
100%.
perhaps it's not you that's the problem. It's the people that are around you that's the problem. The people that you're trying to force. So
I agree.
To force onto your life, you know, and just be yourself and be relaxed in this new coming year and really stick to your goals, man. That's really it. How do you feel about that, Ken?
I mean, for me personally, I mean, 2018 is the year, I think, of action. So, like, I learned more than ever this year that you can't just sit idly by. You gotta literally go out and go do whatever it is you want to do, no matter what it is. You know, no matter what goal is. I mean, you got to start. You know, you can't just sit there waiting for other people to go do things. You can't just sit there and, you know, hope, you know, shit just falls in your lap. You got to go out and you got to go get it.
Facts.
And, you know, nothing's going to happen until you do, straight up. But that's probably the toughest lesson, I would say, for me this year, for sure. Just action.
Right, I hear that. I think I'm gonna have to agree with all you guys and just pretty much say the same for me. I feel like this year was a real reflective year for all of us.
100%.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We learned a lot of, and we went through a lot of similar things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But
I'd say for all four of us,
we're again.
And shit gets I mean, there's very similar things, but also a lot of very different things.
Very
involved.
unique.
Yeah, very
Unique,
similar but unique.
Yeah, because I think like the type
Same
of
but
people
different.
that we are, we attract different types of situations, right?
Facts.
But we all went through our own, I guess, first step of maturing process.
Right.
You know, the first step of really just realizing, you know, the truth about certain things, the truth about ourselves, the fact that we can be flawed beings, and you know, just really accept that.
Yeah.
And
take that, and you know, once you accept that, not necessarily being okay with it, but what are you gonna do about it, kind of thing.
And I think that's what I learned from 2018 is self-acceptance, man, because there's a lot of shit that I went through this year, man, and Lord knows, man. I mean, whoever knows. I'm not really gonna say Lord knows. You feel me? That's a whole nother topic, though.
Say what you want.
So whatever.
Comes
Boom.
natural.
Right. What was I saying? Yo, just self fucking. You know, it was just real reflective year, man. I shed mad tears New Year's, man, and I'm still like, I wasn't even done. Like, I had to stop, to be honest. I'm not gonna front, man, just because I was around mad. I was around mad people. You feel me? I'm a gangster. Like, what you talk? I can't fuck it
A
up.
lot of strangers this year, too.
I fuck with you. True. Nah. So just because I went through so much, man, and I've learned so much about myself, and it's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
When you really take a step back and look at yourself from the outside in.
It's not always pretty.
It's not. And that comes with acceptance. If it's not pretty, you gotta accept that shit and fucking fix it.
And
You
that's
know
what
I'm
this
saying?
year was all about. It was actually
Absolutely.
noticing all those really, really kind of shitty imperfections.
Yeah.
Not only in yourself, but also in the
others.
world around you, and really the lengths to which humanity can go. I mean, we've seen this in politics and entertainment and stuff like that, and I don't think it's it's tough to swallow, but I think 2019 is I think we're prepared for whatever 2019 is going to throw at us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That is true. That is true. And ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to introduce our fifth co-host for today, our special guest, Amber
Welcome, welcome.
Almodovar.
Yes.
What's up? What's up?
The one and only Amber Almodovar, guys. Just a little bio about her. Another graduate of College Mount St. Vincent with BA in Communication as well. A very, very good friend of mine. If you know me, you know her. It's literally that simple. Amber, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Matter of fact, do me a favor. Introduce yourself. Give us a recap of your new year.
Yes.
What have you learned overall for 2018? And then start us off with our next topic. What are you going to work for in 2019?
Wow. All right. So I'm Amber.
Hey, Amber.
Hey.
Hola.
Bronx native as well. Graduated from Mount St. Vincent, January 2018. I work right now in fashion for the Vince Camuto women's division. So pretty cool.
That sounds very fancy, yeah.
What to say about this year? 2018, I have to agree with you guys, was an eventful year, learning year. God, I went through a lot, relationship-wise, which I think we all have.
Yeah,
Yes, we
definitely.
have.
So,
Definitely.
but other than that, 2019, I'm just like, I feel like this year is going to be a great year. 2018 was more of like patience for me, learning how to be patient since I didn't get a job straight out of college,
Yeah, that's a huge
which
thing
I
with
know a lot
grads.
of people can relate to. But it was just more of like, what now I have what I have, and now I'm going to work to get more, pretty much. So 2019, go get her.
I hear that. HP, what about you, bud? What are you looking for in 2019? What are you gonna work toward? What is I don't wanna know your main goal, bro, but what are you working toward in 2019?
You know what I'm saying? 2019, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna round up the troops and, get strapped up, but we finna hit the corners hard this year, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit, man. I'm just trying to have fun, man. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not good at really thinking ahead, so I guess I can work on that. You know what I'm saying? 2019, I'm just looking forward to a lot of fun, a lot of exploration. Looking forward to putting myself in uncomfortable situations.
That's a huge thing.
If you know what I'm saying. Besides, the only uncomfortable situation I'm not trying to get myself into is locked up. Fuck all that. Fuck jail. Not made for that. I'm way too sexy.
Fuck
Pretty as
NYPD.
fuck.
That might have been the dumbest shit you ever said. That you're too sexy. You fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Who's this guy? Have you looked in the mirror, cuz?
I definitely have.
That shit cracked.
That's what?
You heard me, nigga.
Fuck out of here, nigga. That's the main reason I'm saying this. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna fuck around and get crazy with this shit and see what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear that. Ken, what about you, bro?
I mean, 2019 for me is all about action. Just do what I got to do, and then, do it at the right time. Just get done what needs to be, gotten done, and that's it. There's nothing else that matters, really. It's just get shit done.
Yeah.
Just keep moving, keep going forward, and that's about it.
It'll just be staying your thoughts at that point.
Yeah, because, I mean, nothing gets done without action. That's it.
Absolutely.
Nothing else to it.
I definitely hear that.
And I feel like you need to have the right people around you to bolster that.
Yeah,
for example,
100%.
This podcast was just a thought before, I mean, it thought in Pacheco's head.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Pacheco's head. Yeah, I mean, not too long ago.
No.
For a while.
No,
It's
just
been a
kidding.
while.
We could go back to like Mount St. Vincent smoking shelter days.
Yeah, I mean, these conversations have always been
Like,
happening.
Sophomore, freshman year. Like
5 years ago.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
when we would just talk about
Old ass
crazy
niggas.
shit, and we would just be
Dreams,
like, "Yo,
essentially.
like people would want to hear about this. People have opinions about these
Yeah.
kind of topics."
And getting a group of people like this that is so diverse, I think is really great to have,
Absolutely.
especially on a platform that people are gonna actually listen to. But as it goes for my year and what I want to focus on in 2019, this year, and we can all agree towards the end of it, especially, has been progressively getting so quick.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's like GOT season 7, like where like you know how quick shit
That's
was
Game of
going.
Thrones
You
for
know
your
what I'm saying?
True.
You know how like GOT was like it felt like it was trying to get to somewhere like really quick.
Yeah. Season
And-
7
and-
especially. Yeah.
And I feel like this year was season 7 of GOT.
Yeah.
Kind of like people needed to get like time needed to get to a certain place at a certain point just to finish a story.
Yeah.
Because 2019 was gonna be that good, and then this
Yeah.
fucking season 8.
Not only
No,
that,
no,
Gonna
it
be
is.
fucking
Positive
bomb.
thoughts, positive thinking.
Holy
it is.
shit.
It is.
Is going
Nothing
to
less
be,
but perfection.
Thank
Then
you.
perfection.
Cannot wait
Excuse
to talk about it.
When
I
it
cannot wait to
comes.
talk
No,
about it.
I can't wait to
We
talk
should
about-
actually have an entire episode
No, we will.
dedicated
We're gonna
to
have
Game of
we're
Thrones.
gonna have a live stream from the fucking premiere
Yes.
at my
Yes.
crib. That is
Yes.
what we're gonna fucking do.
Yes.
You guys heard it
That
here
is what we're gonna
first.
fucking
Yes.
do.
Alex
Live
thought of that just
stream.
now.
Be prepared.
Yes.
We're also going to talk about power. Okay.
Yes.
I haven't got on that. Maybe I can get.
I'm not
Angela
sure.
Valdez.
Oh, my guy Ghost. What you mean, Kenneth? What you mean,
We
Pop?
might have to just watch a couple episodes, see what's up with it.
Nah,
Might
y'all
have
gonna have to
I've
watch.
never seen Power, man.
God.
Y'all are.
Because that shit trash.
Watch
But,
your
um,
mouth.
Anyway, but seriously, this year has gone way too quick, and I want to practice patience this year, man.
Yeah.
I want to practice
Yeah,
patience.
that's a
I
huge
want to.
thing.
I want to be.
not
I just
easy.
want to slow
No,
shit
no,
down
it isn't.
and just really take my time because things actually feel a lot better
When you take your
once you
time.
do take your time.
Who would've
in-
thought,
in,
right?
in a lot of levels, you feel me? You can take that wherever you want to, but just enjoy it
You couldn't have said it better, brother. I think.
because everything will happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
time.
In due time, guys.
Due
You-
time, yep.
As cliche as it sounds, you have to trust the process.
Yes.
You gotta love the process.
You gotta trust it. You
That's the
gotta
thing.
love
The
it.
process is not exactly easy, but it is.
You gotta love. You
It
gotta
is
love
worthwhile after
Yeah.
a while.
It is.
You gotta fall in love with the process.
You just have to understand that the process is a real thing, and you have to go through it in order to get to where the hell you want to get to. It's that simple. And I think that's what I'm going to be working toward in 2019 is developing this podcast to something great, okay, with you four, you three, and whoever else is in the room. What else am I looking forward to? I'm looking to become a way better barber than I am now, okay? I am not necessarily looking for anything in particular. I'm just riding the wave. I'm doing what I have to do. I'm worried about my money, my well-being, my health, my wealth, my family. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I think the biggest thing is maybe dropping our expectations just a little bit because I feel
Yes.
like we kind of expect a little bit too much of ourselves and
Yeah.
we kind of get distracted about that. You know?
Yeah, you know what it is, and reality has hit me a lot in 2018. So I'm starting to realize a lot of different shit now in 2019 that, like if I go into it, so let me stop. I'm sorry. So 2018 basically told me mad shit that I'm going to apply in 2019, for lack of a better term. I already feel myself sort of in the similar or same situations. I'm just gonna take a different route this time.
Yeah.
As you said, Alec, earlier, this is a maturing process, and I feel like that really began in 2018. We all hit 23, 24, Alec. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday. His birthday
Thank
was
you,
about 2
thank
weeks
you.
ago. We celebrated, got lit. You already know what it is.
It was literally
1
on
week.
Friday.
Literally,
Listen, let me tell you.
it's alright. It's
This-
alright. It was
Hasn't
just-
even been a week,
it
but
was.
it's okay,
I'm sorry.
Joshua.
This week, listen, for me,
I
the
need a
past-
cleanse, yo.
right.
I need a fucking
Pretty
cleanse,
long.
man.
Right, the past
We
2
pulled,
weeks have been
like,
crazy.
All-nighters.
Yeah.
Like
It was-
these past.
It was
Kind
it
of like
was-
tonight will probably be an all-nighter.
Yeah, most likely.
it's a good
Most
chance.
likely. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Well, not the podcast.
France
Sorry,
is
not the
not
podcast.
with it.
We got France.
Not the
We got
podcast.
France. The man behind the motherfucking mics.
Looking at us like
Yo, we all got work, man. What you
crazy.
saying?
Not me.
Y'all can do what y'all want. Y'all can pull an all-nighter.
We all got work.
HP's not with it. He needs his beauty sleep.
My fault, Grandpa.
That's why you're so beautiful,
Boo,
HP.
corny.
In my bed, nigga, for 8 hours. I put like an 8-hour all-nighter in my fucking bed. Nigga.
Yo, somebody get this
Fuck
man's
outta here.
mic.
I like that. I'll
Corny.
pull an
You like that? I like that too, baby.
Corny.
All right.
Nah, cause Pacheco over here, nigga crazy, man.
Hey, man.
Alright.
You already know what the it is, man. God damn. All right, guys. I do want to talk about something real quick. This has been the craze for about the last 2.5 weeks.
Yes, it is. Yes,
leaked
it has.
into 2019. Unfortunately, only 3 of us have seen it out of the
Yeah,
5.
man.
Let's
You
talk.
should watch it.
You know, we'll talk about it, and then we'll break it down for you,
It's on
and then we'll give
Oh,
our
I
opinion.
can't wait to talk about this.
Let's talk Birdbox.
Oh, God.
Amber, what do you got?
So honestly, I don't think it was that bad. I thought it was pretty good.
Right. Well,
You
first,
know?
can we like explain a little bit for those who don't know
All
what
right,
the hell it is?
So basically, people that have not watched it, it's a.
on
I'm gonna give you a
Netflix.
short summary. It's just basically a woman who is about to have a kid, and basically there's like a airborne disease that is just making people want to kill themselves.
Yep.
Or kill other people.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's a spiritual thing. You can take it as it is if you see it.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, it's based on Sandra Bullock. She's like the main character, and what she goes through, like her experiences dealing with this airborne disease, like how she lives and what they have to do. And basically, it has to do with covering your eyes and being blind, pretty much living life.
So to expand a little bit on what Amber just said, I mean, the disease, you can't look at it. So if you see it, it's like a rustling wind, basically. Like it's very subtle thing. If you look at it, you're gonna go crazy and try to kill yourself. Or if you're already crazy, you're just gonna look at it and you're gonna accept it and you're gonna be like, okay, well, let me try to convince everybody else to come and see it. That's pretty much what it is.
Honestly, thank you for explaining that, because I didn't understand with the people that were like didn't have the blindfolds and like they were fine and like they weren't like killing each other. They were just bringing other people. So now that makes sense. They were already crazy.
And they were whipping these cars like
That's what I was
no
saying.
tomorrow.
Yeah, they were driving.
It was nuts.
For those of you who have seen it, the stolen car scene, absolutely hilarious. Machine Gun
I
Kelly.
didn't see it, but I did watch I'm an idiot. I watched the YouTube explained kind of like
I
videos.
do that same thing, bro.
Yeah,
I do that
so
same shit.
I got a little bit like
Yeah.
because you know what it is, they actually do
they
reveal things.
They amazingly. I did the same thing as soon as I finished watching it, and I understood it more, and it made me hate the movie more. But
you know what? But you know what I did like about it was the explanation of the mysterious kind of what Amber calls a disease.
Right.
There was a guy apparently that in the movie that had that actually kind of alluded to what it was.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's spoiler alert.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want to like spoil things for people, but it is kind of like a multi.
Faceted.
It's
multifaceted.
What I like about it is it incorporates a lot of many different cultures.
It does.
Beliefs in the evil kind of forces that are at play. So and it was kind of like it was very inclusive.
Yeah,
it was
very
super
very
inclusive.
superficial inclusion in my opinion.
But what I liked about it wasn't
they still
like
talked about
purely Christian.
Yeah, no, not at
right?
all.
It
No, not
wasn't
at all.
purely
Yeah, no.
thing. It was just
No,
kind of
not
like
at
a
all.
universal like.
You can interpret it how you wanted it.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And again,
Okay,
I didn't watch it. I'm just talking out of my ass right here. But like it seems pretty dope. It seems pretty cool. That craze was a little bit crazy. Like literally,
Twitter
you could
hyped the
not
shit
go.
out of it. Twitter's always wrong though. So
I know the girls are sad when like the guy dies, Sandra Bullock's man in the movie.
Spoiler.
Well, if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, but oh my gosh, he does. I was devastated
Offs himself. He
because
shoots
he
himself.
was an amazing
here we
character
go.
in that freaking.
Oh,
movie.
was he an amazing character, or was it just his looks that got you saying that?
Not
nigga just
just
sexy.
his
It's
looks,
okay, you can
because
admit it.
you
You
know
can
me,
admit
you know
it.
my type. That's
You was the first one to admit it though, and
I was, yeah.
I just want everybody to realize that.
Yeah, well, I'm comfortable with my sexuality, so I can say that.
I feel you. Wait, why you? I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying about myself. I'm not coming at you.
I wasn't assuming nothing. Why you jumping off the bat?
Anyway,
like that,
Amber,
dog?
continue.
That
What were
make me
you
on
saying?
somebody.
No, I was just saying that I was just devastated when he literally, put himself on the line for
Yeah.
her and the kids. Like
Yeah,
it was.
I mean,
just,
Well, all right, well, let's talk about the ending real quick, though.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert once again,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Guess
If you
what?
hadn't seen
I don't
it,
really
well,
give a
Yeah, go
Or
pause
if
it and
you
go
want-
watch it and come back.
if you want to
literally-
skip this part, just skip
You
it.
literally took the words out of my mouth, Ken.
Pause this and go watch it. Yeah,
That is
I say
insane.
that after
Yeah.
talking about it.
twins.
It's crazy. It don't matter, my mans.
Well, you what?
Anyway, people get the point when I say, all right, let's talk Bird Box.
Yeah, seriously.
What am I going to talk about? The
Wait,
trailer?
All right, but
What, I'm
sometimes, niggas don't think to fast forward
'Cause
they
they
want to be
stupid.
nice and listen.
Well, listen,
I'm sorry, you're not
gotta
stupid.
tell them like,
Sorry.
yo, fast forward. But you know what?
you'll
I'm
be
fast
all
All
right.
right, that's why I said.
Listen, here's
skip
one
it.
thing. Here's one
forward.
thing.
After you talked, all right, whatever.
I can explain everything to you,
No,
and
we're not gonna
you
do that.
won't understand
Nah,
what
we're
it
not
is
gonna do
until
that.
you
Just
watch
go watch it. Just go watch
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Go
Either
steal
way,
your mom's
either
Netflix
your
account
fucking
and just watch it.
opinion on it.
All right, go
or
ahead.
your aunties or
Say
your
what
grandmas,
you were
whatever.
So the ending. What do you think about the ending? She ends up past the rapids. She ends up at this abandoned school of the
Yep.
blind.
Mhm.
And then he mentions that they have so many birds because it warms the sight of humans.
Yep.
What are our thoughts on that?
So, I want to say first of all that the movie was very anticlimactic as far as the ending goes, and I say that because I like my horror movies or my existential thrillers.
yeah.
I like those to have either really really tough endings or really really impactful endings. However, deep, exactly. Ambiguous, right?
And
Anybody?
you felt like the ending wasn't.
No, it wasn't, and I'll say because it got very I want to
too
say
light for me.
towards the end of it, it got very tropey, right? Like,
What does that mean?
so tropey is in you guys have all seen the horror movies where the movie at some point it just stops giving a shit, right? It just stops making sense. Yeah. It just goes with everything you've seen before. All these characters dies except for one or two, and then magically at the end they get saved.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's exactly how the movie ended, right? Yeah. I mean, she happened to see her fucking, gynecologist at the end that from the beginning of the movie.
Yo,
I mean,
that killed me. No,
I
that
didn't
killed me.
like, are you
that.
joking? Like what?
Everything you could have
That
seen.
was ridiculous.
To be honest, I thought they were gonna die.
I thought they were gonna.
I thought they were gonna die, or I
thought
thought they
they-
were
me
gonna
too.
lose a kid.
Yeah, no, yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that's something. I
Yeah.
thought she
And
was gonna give up the girl.
Right,
Like,
right.
The little girl.
Right, and
I
the
really
building of the
did.
suspense, especially on that part when they're in the woods and everything, that made sense and that was great. But then they just ruined it with the ending.
Yeah.
That was actually crazy how the evil presence, whatever you want
Right,
to call it,
right.
had the voices of people that were
Yeah,
alive.
and I
at
thought
that
that was
point,
dope. I thought
right,
that was
it
really
kind of
dope.
had me thinking like, yo, maybe she died when she
Yeah,
fell
I
from
was
when
thinking
she
that.
rolled
I
down
was
the
thinking
hill
that. I was
Yeah.
thinking that.
and hit the tree because she hit herself pretty hard. And she was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
out
I
of
was
it.
thinking that too. Yeah.
That was crazy, guys. That
Yeah.
was that had me going.
A lot of movies actually do that.
Yeah.
And they kind of like
Sixth
hide
Sense.
it.
Fuck you up.
Yeah, they kind of like hide it until the very end, and then
Yeah,
give you
yeah.
like a hint. Some movies actually are more explicit about at the end, like when they say
Yeah.
that they kill someone.
Yeah. Movie called Cell, by the way, with John Cusack. If you guys know who that is.
Have you ever watched the movie The Orphanage? It's a Spanish film.
The Orphanage.
El
No, I haven't
Orfanato.
seen that. No.
Heard of it.
I want to watch it.
Toca la
pared.
pared.
I
wanna watch that now.
But he has the bag over his
Yes,
head.
that
And
Tomás.
oh my God, Tomás.
I wanna
yes.
watch that now.
Amazing movie.
Don't
I
spoil
had
it.
the
Amber, don't
English
spoil it.
subtitles
Amber, don't
'cause,
spoil
you
it.
know.
Yes, let's not do
I
that.
wanna see that.
Yeah. No, it's an amazing.
No, I'm
movie.
not.
The Spanish horror and Spanish fantasy. Like
Oh, yeah,
Guillermo-
great.
Guillermo del Toro.
Y'all, he's amazing.
Pan's
Pan's
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. Yes.
What?
Yes. The
See, I
greatness.
like those endings that are
Shit is
just so
weird.
fucked. You know, like, nah, I like that.
I hear that, guys. I definitely hear that. That was our quick recap of Birdbox and the mention of a bunch of other horror thrillers you guys are interested in.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick music break, all right? Enjoy this selection called Over My Shoulder by Two Another.
All I need is a little more from you. I never meant to put you through this test, oh yeah. Cause I know that I never did trust you. Cause you know I can't always be my best. And that's why your love is a weight on my shoulder. And that's why your love every day they get colder. That's why you look.
All right, guys, and for those tuning in, that was Over My Shoulder by Two Another. And we're back. We just finished speaking about our new year. I introduced our special guest today, Amber Almodovar.
What's up? What's up?
We spoke about our 2018, what to look for in 2019, and then we spoke about the big craze Netflix original Bird Box starring Sandra Bullock. Spoiler alert, if you're catching us right now and didn't tune in for the first 25 minutes, you're good. You didn't miss it. If you missed if you haven't watched Bird Box, go check it out.
Watch
If-
it right now.
If you didn't, don't go to the first 25 minutes because it will spoil it for you, okay? All right, guys, so today we're going to move into our main topic of this episode. You excited, Alec?
I'm excited too.
How excited are you guys?
I
Very
like it.
excited.
I love when we get to fucking talk about shit.
Yeah, no, I definitely hear that. I love it. All right, guys, so today's topic is relationships.
Oh yeah. Crazy stuff.
I feel like this is a very, very desired topic from a bunch of listeners because I'm sure you all have questions about what to do in some scenarios, how to handle it, what to go about it. And don't worry, you're not the only one going through shit. Let me just put that
Not
out
at
there.
all.
We all go through our own
Yeah.
shit, similar ways,
Exactly.
different things. Don't worry, we're here for you.
Nah, to be honest, I really think that we should actually make kind of develop this into like
Series?
whenever we do talk about relationships, maybe we can do a series about it, like advice. I would love to do an advice kind of segment. I think that would be pretty dope. I think we all have a lot to say about relationships. We all have diverse ways to go about going about stuff, and I think it'd be pretty dope. But take us into our topic.
To be honest, I don't think I'm qualified.
You don't think you're qualified?
I'll be honest.
We
I'm
give
least
talk
he's
about it.
honest.
We don't gotta give advice.
I'm qualified to let a nigga know what I think.
See, but we like that though. I mean,
That's all we here for. That's it.
Yeah.
Honesty is
Yes,
the best policy. If you
yeah.
really don't feel like you have, the thing. I mean, I mean, if you have shit to learn, that's great too. I mean, like, but at least you acknowledge that, like the fact that that you have a lot to learn when it comes to stuff like this. But I feel like most of us, like, we've been through a lot of stuff. So
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, so we're gonna go with the first question or first subtopic of relationships, and pretty general question, guys. When was your last relationship? Amber, let's start with you.
My last relationship officially ended in
If you can see her.
in May 2018.
So not too long ago.
Okay.
And am I to get into like
No. You don't gotta. I literally just want to know. You can tell us a little bit about it.
Just tell
Keep
us how you
it
thought about it.
Real brief.
Yeah,
All
real
right,
brief, extremely vague. If you want, you don't gotta get.
So
into
this
details.
isn't my first relationship, but I would say this was the first real relationship. And when I say real relationship, meaning like I felt what it potentially was to start a life with this man.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It was.
it's intimidating.
That is.
Mhm.
It's scary and it's intimidating.
becomes overwhelming. It becomes
Yeah,
overwhelming.
Definitely.
Kenneth, talk to us. Last relationship.
Well, I'm currently in one, so I guess you could count that as my last relationship.
Last
Yeah.
and continue.
Yeah, okay, that's your
Let's have
current.
fun.
Now, I want to
No, I
know
mean,
your last.
I only say that because this is my first, like, I guess, real official one.
Okay,
That's good.
it is.
yeah.
That's good.
It's definitely been a learning experience for sure. I
Absolutely.
mean, dealt with a lot of bullshit, but I mean, it's been interesting for sure.
I hear that. Perp, what do you got for us?
A month ago.
Eh.
The kid.
About a week ago.
We
About 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, a month ago.
All right.
Not that there's nothing in the cosmic calendar.
First the first or
Was that the first?
Random second.
first the first or what?
Huh?
First the first or
What do you mean?
like first love, first like
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I was a lot of firsts. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot of shit. I'm young, my nigga. You feel me? So
all right.
I feel like I'm always learning. But yeah, a lot of firsts. But it probably I could say the same. Probably one of my probably the realest relationship I've had. But yeah,
Absolutely. Excuse me while I open this plastic.
nigga, fat ass eating cookies.
We had like this.
Sorry,
bomb-ass,
guys.
Yo, could you pass me one?
No,
Wow.
Gosh.
I'm sorry. I launched the
He
lid.
just threw the lid.
All right, back.
Like bucket of cookies.
Right,
Josh.
back to this. Oh, me. Okay.
My cookie
So
got sprinkles on it, just so y'all know.
You know those Italian cookies?
these actually look very delicious. I want to talk so I can eat one already. Okay. Pause if that's necessary or whatever.
Hey, yo.
Okay, my last relationship. It's going on a year in February actually. It ended in February
Really?
2018. Yeah,
Dead ass?
dead ass.
Nah.
That's a long time.
Yo, I
Time is
swear to
warped,
God.
man.
What?
2018 has warped
Fucking
time.
flew.
Man. It warped time. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, February 2018. It was a very, very big eye opener for me. I learned a lot from this person, good and bad, majority good. You know what I'm saying? Shit just didn't work out, and it is what it is.
It is what it
We're
is,
still
yeah.
cordial today. Obviously, I'm way too old to be sitting here pointing fingers and all that little bullshit. I don't got time for that little kid shit. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. You feel me? Word. It is what it is, man. But
Nah, treasure all your experiences. bro.
absolutely, learning experience for the
Treasure
for the
all
absolute most part. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alec, end us off with this. What's up?
Yeah, man. I mean, it was 2018 was no walk in the park,
No.
but but yeah, no, I had my same share of relationships. I mean, we were all again went through very similar timing. I would say it was one of the most common things between all of us. But mine's ended at the end of the summer kind of thing. You know, I was in the beginning of the school, so it was a little bit tough. You know, like getting back in the flow. You know, when I started master school, I was kind of in one. Relationship. Yeah.
End of the summer?
At the end of the summer.
No way.
Yeah, it was at the end of the
Niggas'
summer.
timing is all fucked
I'm
up.
telling you, it's really crazy. It felt like yesterday kind of thing.
Yeah, it
No
really
funny
did.
shit.
Same
Yeah.
shit with this nigga.
No,
Yo,
it's
you remember that day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I remember when he was going through it. That's why I'm like, yo, February?
That's my thing.
Felt
So
like
it
more
was
like
it was at the end of the
April,
summer,
May.
and it felt like yesterday.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
really. Yeah.
And it
Doesn't feel
it
like that long at all.
It was one of the hardest to get through, but I got through it, and it feels great to get through it. You know, I learned a lot about what I need and what I want, and how those things are very
that's
separate.
Huge. Huge.
And you know, there's someone for everyone, and I'm happy to start the year on such a different foot, and it's great, man. It feels amazing. It feels amazing.
That's
and
great,
to not go so hard on myself anymore, you know, because I got really hard on myself after this one.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I'm flourishing inside right now, which is great.
And
And we trying to use that energy to really propel us through our goals for 2019. So that's really what I'm trying to do.
We're just
right
trying
now.
to level up.
Yeah,
Like
and to be honest, and
the
to
grooming
spread-
studio in the Bronx. Located
Level up. Level
at,
up.
what's the address?
3531 3rd Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10456.
Boom, there you go.
But yeah, so I think it's super important, and especially to have that energy circulating in your circle, because if it's just you,
Oh my God.
not gonna lie, like I mean, it works, but it just does not work as good as when everyone in your circle is feeling the same way.
You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
I think it was my energy and us being so fucking closely knotted that it was sort of a domino effect. I'm big on, dude.
Bitch ass nigga.
I'm sorry.
It's kind of like when bitches periods.
Oh my God,
synchronize.
yo, bro, I wanted to say it. Oh my God, bro. I wanted to say the same shit.
That's how it is.
It's like I was cycling.
It's like niggas' testosterone levels is
That ass.
synchronizing and
Oh
shit,
my God,
causing
bro.
us to fucking
You
mature
literally-
and shit. Like I swear, I mean, if it's happening for females, it
Why couldn't it happen for us?
might be some like weird underlying phenomenon that's happening at a
Might be.
biological level that's,
bro science.
that we're just haven't caught up to.
Literally.
Man, you never know. You never
shit.
fucking know, bro. And I think that's pretty interesting.
So I got a question for you guys. What do you guys think about the concept of the one? Do you think there's multiple ones, or you think there's only one person who's right for you, and it will always be right for you? Amber, what do you think?
Wow. So I feel that honestly, I feel like there's only one concept of the one.
Okay.
I feel though that you do fall in love many times.
Mhm.
Like falling in love and the one, I feel like
Not
is-
mutually exclusive.
are not mutually
Okay.
exclusive.
Okay.
Because I've been in love, I'm going to say 3 times
Right.
in my life so
Okay.
far. I'm 23 years old.
Yeah.
But out of one of those times, have I felt that one guy
Mm-hmm.
was like literally the one that I would literally like drop everything for
Right.
and like literally picture like my whole existence
Right.
with them.
Do you still feel that way, or like or anything similar?
I feel
or
like I
anything
haven't met somebody that has made me feel
Made you
like
feel that way since.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I
Okay.
haven't yet.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Let me ask you a question. With that being said, like, do you believe that faith and like sort of destiny would bring you guys back together if you were to like sort of?
That's a good question.
You know, to be honest, so
And hold on, Amber. Let me. Although this is directed toward you,
Yeah.
I want all of us to touch on that
No,
because you know.
Yeah, I'll touch on that.
I
Of
think the belief in destiny versus you having an influence on your future really actually plays into actually our last episode a little bit too. Also,
The law of attraction.
Yeah, you know, the law of influence and stuff like
Go
that.
watch it
But
if you
I
haven't
want
seen
to
it.
Continue on.
Or heard it. Excuse me.
I want you to continue on the fact that you know what you believe in, whether it's more of like a predetermined kind of thing, or is it if it's more of a you influence your future a lot more.
So what I'm gonna say right now is this is also what I took from 2018. This is going to play into right now about this whole destiny thing. I took from 2018, one of the things I mentioned was patience, right? And one of the things I also learned was how our mind is such a powerful tool, right? So whether it's your future that you picture or whether it's somebody that you want, I feel like if you put it towards your mind, like you can literally have that person. And firsthand, I can say that I've experienced that multiple times, where I'm not trying to brag or anything like that. Like, I know I'm a good looking human being. I'm not hideous. But when, you know what I'm saying? When I literally want somebody, like, and let's say I don't even know that person yet. I could just literally have that in my mind. Like, I'm going to have this person. And eventually, like, it comes to me. And like I said, I've experienced this multiple times in 2018. Towards the end of the year, I've experienced that where, you know, I got somebody that I've wanted for a long time. So when I'm going to say destiny, it's funny because the person that I feel the way that they're the one, I've thought in my head, like, I've been dying to run into them or something. And I don't know, maybe if it's because I'm thinking about it too hard, or maybe I think about them still to this day, and who knows if they even give a fuck about me. I have no idea.
They probably do.
But anyways, I just feel that, like, it hasn't happened for me yet. So do I think destiny and all that shit? I'm not exactly sure.
The
but
case is still open.
Yeah, like, I feel like if two people are really meant to be, like, if y'all really want to be together, then yeah, in the future, maybe if you guys still keep in touch, it can happen again, you know?
Right.
That's just how I feel about that.
Absolutely.
Alec, what's your take on that, man?
So, I feel like the idea of the one is just that. It's an idea. Just like how God is an idea, how balance is an idea. It's an idea of that it's an ideal, really, not just an idea. Something that you are looking forward to. Something that personally I believe cannot be fully 100% achieved, but you will settle for something that's super close. Right. You know, so for example, you know, someone being the one, like the Neo one from the Matrix, you know what I'm saying? All that and a bag of chips and the whole fucking grocery store type shit.
Who, if you watch it, by the way, isn't actually the one. But
it's actually, it's Mr. Anders. No, it's what's it? Mr. Smith?
Yeah.
Mr. Smith.
But
yeah,
that
was pretty cool. Yeah. No, I like that you brought that up. It's pretty cool. But yeah, no, for me, the one is an idea that you are always chasing. You know, it's kind of like the idea of you being virtuous, completely virtuous. Like, you're never going to be completely virtuous, no matter what you trick yourself into thinking. The one is someone that you are always looking for, the one that you always have like a little kind of, you know, it's something you're searching for. And whether you know, and you can find multiple people that you think that are the one, but to be honest, I'm comfortable with the thought of the one being someone that you're really never ever gonna find, but very close.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, it's a tough thought, but anyway. Yeah.
I hear that. I definitely hear that, gentlemen. And lady. Okay, I do have another question for you guys though.
Yep.
What are your takes on friends with benefits?
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
HP's. HP. I want HP to start us off here. HP, what are your thoughts on FWB, my man?
What are your thoughts on FWB? I want to know.
Friends with benefits, huh? That's an interesting one, you see. Yeah, I mean, because it really just depends on the people. I feel like that's just one of those situations where it's not like, oh, yeah, there's going to be one outcome. You know what I'm saying? I think there can be a situation where there's two friends that literally can fucking not carry into the friendship. You know what I'm saying? But there's just certain people that can't handle that. I think that's just a case of y'all really got to know each other and know if y'all can handle that.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it takes certain people. Yeah,
it's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people want to be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that's fucking wavy. Like, I would love to do that. And you know what I'm saying? But if you're a person that catches feelings every time you get into something with somebody, you got to know that. You know, don't play yourself. You played yourself. You feel me? Like, pasar. You feel me?
Like,
And I feel like guys are actually one of the most susceptible to that, really.
You think so?
You know, I think so too, because they say that one time, they say, I mean, fine for their side,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the girl wanting what they wanted, that's something that's different. For
right.
example, if they had a fantasy to have, for example, with two guys, You know what I'm saying? Rather than two girls, which is obviously, you know, well,
Man's fantasy.
yeah, you know,
each other's fantasy.
Not always.
that is,
Not
you know,
always.
it
That
is
should be a
amazing. It is
topic.
an amazing, you know, time and shit like that.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that, you know, are you ready to fulfill that? If
Right.
someone's taking the time to fulfill your fantasies, you know, can you
Fulfill theirs.
reciprocate that
Right.
without bringing your ego into it?
Right.
You know, and that's something that I feel like guys struggle with because they feel like they always have the power with it.
I mean, me personally, I feel like it really does depend on the individual. I only say it doesn't work because it's, I mean, I guess like anything else, it's not going to work forever. Eventually, at some point, you're either going to get together with that person or you guys are going to divulge. But I feel like in my experience, most of the time, it happens through like a miscommunication, right? So in my experience, usually the woman is looking for more, and I'm usually not, right? But somewhere along, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like the horniness just takes over, and you guys just agree to get it done, and then you deal with the consequences later.
But what makes it so compelling, though? Why do you feel like you need what is it? Do you find that in your situation is more like
Right.
the female that wants to bring it about, or is it like you that wants to?
I
bring
feel
it
like
about?
more times, like
Like
8 times out of 10 is mainly the female
Yeah,
who
I
wants to
agree.
proceed
No,
with
I-
things.
Right.
And
Yeah, just
you know, but
different
this is like
experiences, I guess.
statistically proven, like women are more emotional than guys. So I mean, it's sort of logical, but not all women though.
Yeah, no, I
Not
agree.
all
Yeah,
women.
not
Yeah,
all.
I was gonna say I feel like
Not
I
all
feel like we
women.
can't really give the 8 out of 10 stat just
Okay.
because
Yeah,
we'll go
maybe
5
we
out
could
of
do
10.
like a
you
6.
you can't even say 5.
Okay.
You can't
A
even
6
say
out of
anything.
10.
No, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
don't.
I'll give this.
I think that's a tough one. I don't know.
All right, this is
Because
gonna
I've
be
seen, just because I've seen a lot of
extremely
situations.
Now with the women.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of
You know
situations.
what?
It just depends too.
You know what? I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it a stack with
New
you.
age-
I'm gonna keep
new
it a
age
stack
chicks
with
are
y'all. I'm
different.
gonna keep it a stack with y'all. You're right. Lately, you know, the women have been like, "Yo, what's up with it?"
Yeah, more.
I know a bunch of my mans was like that.
Women, we taking
A lot
power,
of-
girl.
but a looser, but
We're
not-
taking power.
Right.
We got the cojones.
When we say loose, like in a looser way, we don't mean like in a slutty way.
That's what you
What
got.
happened? What happened?
She said, "Got the cojones." Yeah, I got the toto.
The totones, nigga.
The totones.
Totones.
Imagine in a couple years instead of cojones, like it's toto.
Yo,
That's some crazy shit.
girls from toto.
toto, baby.
Yo, that's some real toto, my nigga.
That ass.
Crazy.
Nah,
Them shits
just-
is tough.
Just know when
Them shits is
a
tough,
female
B.
becomes president, I feel bad for the men in this country.
All right, let's not get so feminine. You know, let's
sorry,
not
sorry,
do
sorry,
no
sorry.
feminine,
That's another
masculine war in here. That is a whole nother episode. That is a whole nother episode that will be extremely intense and possibly
Amber will
be
be
like
there again.
low key 2 hours. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's a very, very detailed episode.
sensitive topic. too.
This actually brings me to my next question for all of you guys.
Yep.
We're talking about relationships here. Friends with benefits. We got our take on that. Okay, we got our take on, you know, when do you know you're the one, et cetera, et cetera. But now I want to know, what do you guys look for in your significant other? Physical-wise, intellectual-wise, adventure-wise? Like, what is it that really drags you in, Kenneth?
Yep.
And what do you really look for in your significant other? And when I say significant other, I mean this person, like, just has you head over
Right,
heels.
right.
Like, you know, like, what is it?
Someone that's potential like
Wife.
Right.
wife.
Potential wifey, hubby type shit.
Right.
However way you go, you know what I'm saying? That goes to anyone.
Yeah.
Kenneth,
Yeah.
talk to us, man.
So for me personally, I mean, it's more of a personality thing. I'm more personality driven than anything else because, I mean, looks are fleeting. I mean, obviously everyone cares about looks. I don't care what you say. Don't fucking lie to yourself. You know, you care about looks. But, you know, where it places on the hierarchy of what you look for in another person, I would say the higher it is, the more you probably need to evaluate what you look for in another person because, you know, like the looks are not going to get you through everything, right? Like if your significant other is boring or has no passions or is not the type of person who wants to do different things, you're going to get bored and you're going to want to leave and you're going to want to do different things. So it's better to just look for that. Look for someone who I guess is the complete package, you know? Look for someone who has everything that, you know, checks off maybe not all of your boxes, but can, you know, later down the line.
Such as the checkbox.
Yes. Exactly.
Fuck out of that corny shit, nigga.
See, I was going to tell you to go next, but
Fuck
fuck
outta
you.
here.
Amber, what do you got for us?
I should have still just.
So what I look for in basically like a husband.
Mhm.
Oh, this is hard.
Potential husband.
Potential husband.
Can't just look at a nigga and be like, yo, that's my husband.
That's my husband. All right. I would definitely say I'm like. I need like a man's man. Like I need
Macho man.
A macho man.
Okay.
I need my man's hands to be rough. Like they can't be soft.
Right.
I need to
You need
know
calluses.
that you can work because I can work. So
Right.
I need to know that we're both bringing bread in equally. You know what I'm saying?
Just so you guys know, Amber's not no regular chick. I mean, Amber's a hard working chick. She's
not,
different.
we're not trying to inspire a standard here.
So,
you know, we're not.
No,
Amber is
no.
not your standard girl. She different.
But
All
learn
right.
something. You know,
Fakely.
you know.
Thanks.
Take notes.
Anyways, but I would definitely say looks play into it for me as well. I have to have somebody that is good looking, that I'm attracted to,
Right.
that gives
matches your
me
fly too, right?
exactly.
That's a fact.
For me too, smarts. I love learning new things. So somebody that is just as
teach you
intelligent
something
as me or even smarter than me, I live off that. Like it's like
Gonna
I
put you
love
on to
it.
shit.
Hit me with fun facts. Hit me with all shit like that. Yes, I
n-
love it. I love it.
need to sit there and have a
Intellectual conversation
over dinner.
Yeah.
Over dinner, or even in the crib, just cooling. Like, yo, babe, you wanna know what I learned today? Boom.
And
Oh my
someone
God,
that's
that's
actually-
crazy.
I didn't know that.
And someone that's
Yeah.
actually interested.
Yeah, interested.
And
is
you know what it is,
actually- that's
because
a big thing.
you can feel when someone isn't so interested and they're not vibing on your
hate
your
that.
level.
Yeah.
And and you can tell when they're trying. You know what I'm saying? When they're really trying too hard to do that and it's not natural. And you can feel it. And I do appreciate it when that is done. But when they can actually vibe with it is something that just drives me insane. Like they say that,
Gets me
the whole
going.
sapiosexual kind of thing.
yeah.
Oh, that
Dude,
shit's-
but
that
to
shit's
be honest,
ridiculous.
yo, I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a cornball dude. That is real.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
definitely
real.
a sapiosexual. And
It's
everybody
real.
knows that, bro.
It's
You
real.
know, yeah,
Listen,
sapiosexual, yeah.
It's a real.
That's
thing.
a fact, bro. Intelligence is a big thing to me.
It's
I need to sit there and have a nice conversation with you. Like I can't.
Well, I mean, it depends what intelligence to you, because you dumb as fuck. So a dumb bitch is valid with you.
Oh my God.
This
I mean-
cornball.
He wants to go next.
Yeah,
Nah,
clearly.
nah, nah.
What do you your take? What do you look for?
Because I know a lot of dumb couples.
All right, nigga, but you clearly
I'm
know
just
how
saying.
I am.
Be like that. But you know what it is though. Like
I'm just saying that depends.
But isn't it really important, like the effort to which the amount of effort that someone puts into, even if they weren't classically educated or whatever it may be, like let's say they didn't go to college, for
Yeah.
example, right? And you were, they didn't have like the education that that you had. Like, would you be happy with someone that like just wanted to
Oh no, but
learn from you? They're just like learn from you
yeah,
and
but
stuff like that. I like that. I like that.
feel you, but you know that though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was just saying like.
Well,
there's
HP, what's
a
your
lot of
take?
People that are just dumb as fuck.
What's your
we're
take?
Happy being together.
Yeah, what's your take, HP? Like, what do you look for in a female? Like, what drives you crazy?
In your potential wife, like you look at her
My
and you're like, yo,
potential wife.
and you're like, yo, damn,
Or
I
husband,
can
'cause we
dead
know you like
ass,
men.
like off a couple of dates. You come to me like, yo, bro, dead ass, like, bro,
Like I
I'm
want her
fuck-
to have my babies.
Like I don't know about all that. Nah, I'm fuck with you.
Nah,
fuck
be like that. No,
Listen,
sometimes,
Listen, there's some
sometimes
females
it
I've
gets
looked at
like
it and
that.
I'm like, yo, I'll give you
Yes,
10
it
kids
gets
right
like
now.
that.
10 children right now. Stop playing with me.
Fucking
Stop playing
All
with
my
me.
seeds.
A million babies.
Lock them in. But
Fuck it, Yoshi.
now, I mean, honestly, yo, I feel like. Yeah, I just feel like knowing myself. I can't definitively answer that right now. You know what I'm saying? Just because also too, I've come to realize, I'm the type of person where I can get bored fast.
okay.
So I can tell you I like something right now, but in 6 months I'm not gonna like.
You know what I feel? You know what I feel like you would love? You would love someone that has like layers to them. You know what I'm saying? That you just keep peeling it
The
back.
onion.
Yeah, those are my favorite
As
type
long
of
as they don't
people.
smell like onion.
I don't.
Yeah, nah.
If y'all want me to get like astrology,
Oh,
let's
not get astrological.
That's a trigger word.
That's a
trigger word.
Yo,
Let's not
Facts.
get astrological because
that's
Stop.
something- She just
HP,
reminded
if
me. She just reminded me. That's something I got to before.
Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen,
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to episode 1, Ancestry and the 7 Laws of Attraction, you would clearly hear how opposed to the belief of astrology Honorio is. And now we have his opponent here, Amber Almodovar, who's saying astrology is real.
I'll tell you about
However, we will not touch up on
Yeah,
that.
we'll do that in like
because
episode 10.
that's a
Just,
future
episode.
just have a boxing match.
Absolutely.
Situation.
What we are going to do is go to a quick music break. This will be the last intermission of this podcast. Enjoy this. This is Voyager by Daft Punk. was Voyager by the one and only Daft Punk.
One and only.
The one and only Daft Punk. Once again, I'm joined by none other than HP, Alec, Kenneth, with our special guest, Amber Almodovar. We are talking relationships here. We've covered friends with benefits, your last relationship, what do you look for physically, intellectually, adventure-wise, and when do you know you're the one? So our next topic of relationships here, and Alec, I want you to start us off here. Are finances an important thing when it comes to a relationship? Like going 50-50 on things, just how much money they make, is that, a big thing?
I mean, coming from a man's perspective, I think that we all like to have that satisfaction of, covering a female. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Actually having, and I kind of want to explore where that comes from. Like, why do you want to be in that position of financial, kind of, I don't want to say superiority because that makes it sound like like a certain, we want
That's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
no, but I think it's a lot. I think
it's
it's a
more,
lot less sinister sounding.
it's
You know what I'm
more-
saying?
Not
Nah,
sinister,
yeah.
but
It sounds a little nasty when you say it that way. But I like to show that I
You got it.
not
You
that
can
only
handle
that I
it.
got
They
it.
have more than the other person,
No,
but that you have
no.
enough to cover it.
You can handle it.
No, but I think it has to do more that like I want to take care of you kind of thing.
Right.
I want to
Okay.
I want to be the
Yeah, yeah.
source of
Yeah,
your
okay, yeah.
your good time. You know what I'm saying? Like when we
Safety.
eat, for example, like when we go out to eat, when we go out to party or whatever that may be, I want to make sure that I was the one that is responsible for that.
Right.
Because back when you think about those memories, they're gonna think about you.
Yeah, you want to
You
be
know?
positive.
Absolutely.
That nigga had that cake. He paid for that. That's
No, I mean,
Remember.
I mean,
that is
that nigga
what-
H people
that is
all
what
over
girls
the
think
club.
about.
But you know what it is though. Like at the end of the day, in a female, I that's something I don't want them to
ever worry.
ever not to only to ever worry. But I don't want them that to be the sole purpose. There are ways to actually to sense whether females are really looking for that
Right.
in you. And I'm not into females like that. I like females that offer. That they offer to pay. And to be
Yeah.
honest, I'm more than happy to say, hey, listen, buy me a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like I pay for dinner, buy me a shot at a club, man. Buy me a
I think that should
buy
be
me a
done without even you having to say that. Like,
No, I mean,
you
I-
should have a female that should want to do that for you without you having. To
Yeah.
say, give me a shot. She should be like, like here, like I'm getting a shots right now.
The
Like,
same way he's saying that he feels that he wants that other person to feel, it'll just be reciprocated. That's kind of what
Exactly.
you want. it to be.
Yeah.
I think I need
Y'all
that.
both on the same type of time. Same page.
I think I need to reciprocate it without it being mentioned, though.
Right.
That's- I
'Cause
think
it makes
that's
it
the
feel
most,
so much more it makes it feel
genuine.
so much more genuine, right?
And
right.
mature at that point too, because I remember there would be times where, I would go out, I probably wouldn't have a job, but Shorty would at the time, and I'd be like, "Yo, damn!" Like, and I think it's kind of embarrassing in
Yeah,
my
oh,
opinion
yeah.
to tell your
No,
girl,
to be honest,
is.
like,
to
"Yo,
be
babe,
it
can you
is.
hold me
It is.
down,
Yo, it
or do you
absolutely
got
is.
me?" I would
I
low
think
key
at a certain point, though. At a certain
Right,
point,
at a certain
it
point.
it becomes. You know what?
like,
It'd be
"Yo, you
yo,
need your
listen,
shit. Like, come on, stop playing."
No. But I even say it's almost acceptable to say, hey, listen, like
No,
you
that
know,
ag- that as
like
well.
like someone can cover you. Like deep in a relationship like this past one, there's been times be like, yo, babe, do you mind covering this right now?
Absolutely.
I don't have
No,
the cash at the
no.
moment.
Absolutely, I'm not
But
saying that.
I always come.
but
to
like,
Right.
would not to just shout your relationship out, but
Mm-hmm.
would you have girls that would just be like put their card out first and not even let you put your card, or like, you know what I'm saying? Be like, I got dinner, like.
I mean, to be honest, I've had that happen to me, and that shit feels fucking great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Awesome.
I love spoiling, my woman. So when it comes to spending money on my woman, I literally have no problem. Whatever I have is hers. Even when I go on dates, whatever the case may be.
Especially if it's like first dates or first.
Right.
impression.
If
yeah,
she's
first
out here,
dates,
if
yeah.
she's out here pulling out her card, I'ma definitely tell her, yo, nah, it's cool. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna remember that. I'm gonna be like, yo,
Yeah.
damn, like I fuck
Yeah.
with you, like you a
Yeah.
real, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes that's a test too.
Yeah.
Down as a bitch. I
Like
like
she got it, but she's trying to
Facts.
see if you got it.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Or you just give her that nod,
me.
or you just give her that nod, you're just like, yeah, and then boom, the next time y'all go out, you got it. It just goes back and
Right.
forth.
Yeah,
when
Exactly.
that shit just is like a ping pong thing,
Yeah.
that's the
yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Whoa, there's Heineken I'm drinking here. Shout out to Heineken Amsterdam. You already know what it is. We got some Rebel IPAs in the building.
Shit cold too.
We have a little bit of
Nice.
vino. You know what I'm saying?
We all drinking something. To be honest, yo, we should be on a cleanse right now. We've been drinking so much this.
That's what I'm saying.
We've been drinking so much. Oh my god.
Friday, I'm
Y'all
not
be
drinking
cleansing?
anymore.
Nah,
Okay, but
I'm just saying maybe like
let's
a
get
month.
back to
hold
the
on, but
topic.
yeah. So like I was saying, like when that shit is reciprocated without words being said, I think that's just so fucking sexy to me, man.
Yeah, no, it's incredibly.
That's I would say I look for finances, excuse me, in a significant other. Especially at this day and age, man. I'm 23 years old. Like I'm a young man. I have a full-time job. I'm paying mad bills. Like if you can't sit here and buy me a drink,
it's over.
it's not over, but it's just like
It's over.
Wait, what y'all
I'm a
talking about?
second
So
think a
basically-
couple of things. You feel me? Like every time though. Like I ain't saying you gotta buy me every
HP's
time. You feel me?
confused.
But like if it's me paying all the
HP's
goddamn
confused.
time, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Put your hand up.
Ross.
HP's confused.
I was gonna say,
Wow.
wait, you talking about if she's just broke?
Tight.
I mean, I guess, but it
Think
depends.
about that, bro. You're gonna
Nah.
want a girl who can't match you. Like I'm not saying it's all about the money. It's not,
Nah,
bro.
Some people are on different
Nah,
time,
but it
you know,
depends,
you know,
though.
some
It
people are
just
different.
depends on what their
The
situation is.
mindset, most
You know what I'm
important.
saying? But for example, like, I mean, cause when I saw that, I didn't take it as literal. So like, when I'm talking about financials, I'm just talking about just, in a sense, I guess financial literacy. Like, do you know what the fuck you're doing?
Like, does she have a job?
Right.
No, not even does she have a job? Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a problem with you holding you down. Like, if you're just doing what you want to do, you know, it's not by what I mean by that is like, you have a passion that you're trying to pursue, you know what I'm saying? And you don't have to. You might be looking for a job, you just don't have it at the
That's
time or whatever.
different.
It may
Yeah,
be.
no, no.
I feel like if they're
That's gonna be
happy
different.
where they at and they're
Exactly.
not in a good place, that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not a good
that's
idea.
sort of
Oh,
where I was
yeah,
going
Right.
toward.
I mean, if you're if you catch someone, let's say if you find, someone that's just in the middle of their process of becoming like who they are and like the
Okay.
amazing person that's who they
That's
are.
what I was.
That's my thing.
Yeah. Okay. No, good thing you elaborated on that.
I
Because
think
that's the vision I had.
That's my
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry,
exactly
guys.
What you wanted to
Yeah.
say.
No. That's the vision. That's the vision I had. But also, but when it comes to the financials, it's just kind of like, do you know what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? Do you understand if you've taken on any debt? You know what I'm saying? That matters for the future if we're going to be doing shit together. Have you taken on any debt? Do you understand the debt that you have taken on? Are you looking, you know what I'm saying? What are you looking forward to doing with your money? You feel me? How much money are you trying to have in the next couple of years? Are you trying to invest? Are you trying to do anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit, you know what I'm saying, kind of matters to me. Not so like you need to have a plan, because I don't have a plan. But like so that you, because maybe right now we're young, we don't gotta know exactly about our 401ks and all this shit.
Right.
But it's gonna matter at one point.
It
You
would
feel
be.
me?
It would be very.
Yes.
Yes.
You're 22 or 23 years old. I think.
Well, I mean, it depends,
I think
'cause-
honestly, once you turn 18, and that's the government's fault. But I feel like once you turn 18 or you're capable of working, I feel like you should be taught, or at least acknowledged of like what 401k is and how you can start saving
No, I
for
definitely
your
agree with you.
future. Like,
But there's other methods, but like, you know what I'm saying?
but
There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit out there, man. You just gotta fucking go out and get it. Like Cameron said, can't make money in the world this big. You worthless, kid. Facts.
Facts. I
Feel
hear
me?
that.
Shout out my nigga Killer. Shout out Lennox Ave. You feel me? Shout out Harlem World. We in the fucking building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my niggas on the Upper West Side. You know the fucking vibes. All my niggas out on East Side.
This guy.
We chilling. You feel me? Fuck the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's New York all day. Don't get that confused.
yeah.
But when it comes down to the core, and we in New York, it's Harlem all day.
Oh.
Fuck you, dirty Bronx niggas.
Oh
Fuck
my
out of here.
God.
Don't even get me started on Queens. A lot of dirty niggas in Queens.
I agree with you
You know
on
what I'm
that
saying?
one, but don't talk
Shout
shit
out-
about the Bronx.
You in the
Fuck the
fucking
Bronx.
Bronx?
Because you went to
recording.
school in the Bronx, nigga, so
I
don't
did,
get it
I did.
twisted.
All right, here we
did.
go.
I don't got no dog in this fight.
What? Yo, my
In the
nigga, I'm
Bronx.
coming
Yeah.
out the jungle fucking popping, nigga.
The Battle of the Boroughs will be an episode. Do
It'll
not
be an
worry
episode.
about that.
Yo, but real
But
quick, yo.
what is the question?
Shout out to all
again?
my Bronx niggas though. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that to offense. You know niggas be fucking around. Niggas gonna fucking pop on me, pull up to my crib, shoot me some shit.
For
Chill.
real.
Chill, cause I got the strap, nigga, and I will pop back, but that's different. Either way, it's all love in New York, my nigga. Shout out New York, love New York. Shout out all the boroughs.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, guys. So
But yeah,
we're gonna end this podcast pretty soon. But here's the last question. Here's what I kind of want to end the audience with, and I want everyone's take on real quick.
Yep.
You already know who it is. My CB, France. Okay.
Shout out France.
Right. He mentioned something before we went on air. France, please correct me if I'm wrong at any point. He said, "A girl will always have options, and a man will always have distractions."
I don't agree with that.
Kenneth, what's your take on that?
Well, I mean,
Said
I
he don't
think
agree.
it's. Well, I'm gonna elaborate, but see,
don't.
okay, when you say distraction, like men have options too, right? Or at least men who are worth anything, they have options too, and so I wouldn't call those distractions. It's just I get what you're trying. I get the sentiment. You know, like you know, a lot of times men are distracted by women. They don't really, you know, see women as something to help them grow. They view them as just something to, you know, waste their time on. Versus women, or, you know, they have options. They can choose who they want. But I think it's the same for both with options and distractions. It just depends on your mindset as a person.
Alec.
Yeah.
So for the fact that men have distractions and females have options, I think we both, on either side of the aisle, we have options. The thing is, I feel like with men, we just have to figure out a little bit more who we are.
Yeah. 100%.
And really get a lot more comfortable with who we are and not settle and not really be a slave to our sexual desires. 'Cause that's really something
that's the distraction
that fucks
part.
a lot of people up.
That's exactly the distraction.
You know, our masculinity is sometimes threatened
Fragile.
by the times that we, you know, but our masculinity is often threatened by the very society that we live in.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
yeah.
so we want to be the people that we want to be, and at the end of the day, if that doesn't match up with the standards and the molds that society has set up for us, for example, I'm a guy of quality versus quantity, and society, I mean, at least when I was growing up, was very quantity, oriented, as for the masculine side. You know, the more females you have, you know,
It's still like that.
It is. But to be honest, it's like
moving away from that. Though,
yeah, it is moving away from that. I feel
as we get older, it is.
As we get older, it is, right. You know, so for me, I mean, I stick to it. Every female that I've ever interacted with was someone that I wholeheartedly wanted to, you know, experience.
You don't want to waste
whatever
no time,
level, whatever level that may be, whether that be very deep or very superficial. It was someone that I wanted to vibe with, and you know, I fucked with it like at every level of it. It wasn't something that I'm like, yo, I got to do this just because it's in front of me. No. I mean, if something comes in front of me, I don't want it. That's it. It's like, you know, it's not that serious, and I don't feel pressured by it.
Good.
And that's something that I fuck with.
I hear that. Amber, let's get a female perspective on this question.
I feel like I somewhat agree with what France is saying, especially with women have options. I would say that, again, this has to tie into 2018. My last relationship that I was in, there was nothing wrong with that relationship other than me feeling not happy. And it wasn't that the person wasn't doing anything that I wanted them to do. They were doing everything and more that I wanted them to do. But I literally just wasn't happy for some reason, right? And it had nothing to do with that person. It was all me.
Yeah.
And you know, like I had another guy that I felt, you know, like more attracted to, but like he wasn't giving me as much of attention as, let's say, you know, my ex was. Right. So I feel that definitely women, we do have, especially if you're a beautiful woman, and not just looks wise, but if you're beautiful on the inside, right. You know, you attract a lot of people, and you definitely have a lot of options. For men saying about the distractions, I feel like for some men, definitely women, they use them as distractions, 100%.
Playthings.
And then I feel like some other men, like these men that are here, Kenneth and Alec, you know, they show appreciation, and they obviously choose women wisely.
Yeah,
so the fuck you trying to say?
No.
That's
not that you guys are happy. You haven't said anything. You haven't said anything yet. So I'm just saying that they just put in their perspective of it.
We didn't even get to our.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. That I didn't
saying
mention
up to this
because you
point.
didn't
Up
say
to this
anything
point.
yet. But
That's
I'm not
fucked
saying
up.
Up to this
Joshua and HP are not cold-hearted. Okay, they are the warmest, fuzziest little gangsters. So
not gangsters,
deep
gangsters.
down, behind the baseball,
You gotta find it. You gotta find
it.
Behind the real nigga, you gotta find it.
But yeah, anyways, so.
Perp, what's up, man? Talk to us.
A girl will always have options. A man will have distractions.
Thank you for reading the prompt.
It's just that's just. I just want to make sure niggas understand, because I don't.
You're lost in the sauce.
There's so many ways I'm interpreting this right now, but I mean,
I don't, because I just feel like this could go both
Do you
ways.
feel that women have options?
I feel like both have options. It's just just for men. For both, I guess the options are the availability of options just depend on circumstances. You feel me? Both ways. You know what I'm saying? If man is or male or female, if they're both beautiful, either way, it could garner attention. You feel me? But like for example, an ugly girl with money can't really get a great looking guy compared to a ugly nigga with money could definitely have
Get
a bad
mad
bitch next to his
bitches.
side.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
sabe.
You know what
You
it is, though?
feel me?
What I don't like about that whole thing is that, you know, it kind of, so for example, females having options and males having distractions. It makes me feel like you really think of men as like these almost animals kind of thing. Like a dog gets distracted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Well, that's why some men are called dogs.
you know, and that's exactly what they are. And those are the men that don't have fucking reins.
Self-control.
Self-control,
Yeah.
one, reigns on their sexual being, who they are. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to control it. And once you're able to control it, you won't be a slave to someone else because of their sexual attraction towards you. You know, you can actually
I agree.
you can be that person that's in control when you have reins on that yourself. So I think that's really what separates certain men.
Yeah, I mean, so this quote here, I would have to agree with it to some extent. I would say that this quote really changes as you get older, though. As both sexes get older, they tend to realize that, I just need to settle down. And that whole option and that distraction shit goes out the window. Yeah. And I feel like once you really find somebody, and I feel like we're sort of we're touching that stage in our lives. Yeah. We're not completely there, but we're tiptoeing into it. Like we're walking on eggshells right now. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's why I said to an extent, because 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I would agree with it. Even now, I mean, I kind of agree with it now, but I don't know. It's a very sensitive topic. It's very touchy, and it's extremely biased too, depending on how you want to look at shit. Because we have HP here, who's looking at it from a whole different perspective and who's getting literal with the things, and we're just not that we're not getting literal, and not that we don't look at it the same way, but you do have people who will get literal all of the time.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
To the reason why, because I do realize that sometimes I try to get a little, not even to be like a digger.
No,
it's
that's
just because
it's
sometimes
great.
you don't understand. Like, also too, like in this situation, this setting kind of, I have to be a little general. So it's kind of like I feel like I'm better when I have a more specified situation. Right. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess I could get a better analysis when it's a specific situation. Because I feel like just from experience, this is why shit could be similar, but it could be so fucking different. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe in that astrology shit where they get general. You feel me? But anyway, yeah. Really?
Okay, all right, guys. We're not gonna get into that.
Really?
And with that being said, guys, we're going to conclude this episode here. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in to episode 2. We spoke about New Year's, what it meant to us, what 2018 taught us, what we're going to look for in 2019. We spoke about the big Netflix original Birdbox. We also mentioned a couple of other original movies that you guys can check out. Okay, and then we spoke about a little bit of our relationships. Last relationship, friends with benefits. What do you look for in your significant other? What's a real deal breaker? And we ended it here with, a girl will always have options while a man will always have distractions. And I want you guys to leave some comments in the SoundCloud. This will be uploaded to YouTube as well. I'm going to try to get it on Apple Music. Please DM me. I have a bunch of you DMing me all day today regarding episode 1. So please give me your thoughts, concerns, and comments.
If something actually pops up, if you guys say something like we find like really profound, like we would love to elaborate on it. You know what I'm saying? Like in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
if something actually is like just like a nuanced way of thinking about something, and we're all into that right now. Really into like bringing up taking the topics that we all think about on a regular basis and just really getting the flip side of it. So if you guys can,
absolutely.
Yeah, and if you guys can
please.
offer that, we would love to hear it. I mean, be a part of the conversation.
Very open to getting new perspective.
Yes,
I actually trying to understand them.
And that's actually why this podcast was put together, because us four always have different perspectives on things, and that's what makes us so close. And guys, real quick, I just want to give another shout out to our special guest tonight, Amber Almodovar. Amber, thank you for coming out tonight.
Thank you for having me.
We do plan on having you very soon for some new topics. You guys can give her a follow on Instagram at amb.ar. Okay, that is AM as in mother. B.ARIE. And you guys already know you guys can follow this podcast at the Checkbox. That is THECHECBOX. And you already know you can follow me at Chec_7, HP at HPenna730, Alec at Alec with a K _ Sergio, and my man's Kenneth at _ in every color, guys. And that is how we're going to conclude tonight's episode. Please stay tuned for next week's episode and give us some love, man. Let us know what's up. And if you guys still with us from minute 0 to now, we love you. And please let us know.
Hit us up.
Day,
Peace and love, man.
night.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's a wrap, guys.